Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. You guys hear me? This is Wesley from the Central Ohio GameDev Group, or COGG. Nice to see everybody. Those of you who are kind of here today on a nice June 29th, 2024. Hey, Leonardo. Welcome, welcome. And if you're new here, just go ahead and say hi. Can I raise my volume? Oh, is it super low? Let me see. Hello, hello. I can hear a little bit. I could try to amp it. Let's see. Yeah, I might have to turn the volume up a bit. Let me see if I put it closer to my face. I might. Seems on the stream like it's okay. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, sometimes if I get the COG music in there, it'll drown out my voice. So let me go ahead and switch on over. Hello, 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 hello. I know I got a video. So I want to welcome everybody to our GameDev Meetup group. If you're not as familiar with this is actually one of our events that we've always had since kind of the inception of COG. So we're actually located right out here in Columbus, Ohio, or really just Central Ohio. And our goal is to kind of help bring together game developers from around the Midwest. We have a lot to kind of go over today. We've got tons of news. It's the summertime, so there's always something kicking around. We had some really great stuff that happened up in June. Things coming up the next couple of months that we want to go over, and obviously it's some really cool games. So I'm gonna kind of speed through some of this a little bit, but stop. I'll kind of stop periodically if you guys have any questions. Um, but just to kind of a little bit about myself, my background is in actually 3D modeling, 3D animation. I always kind of joke like by day I actually do e-learning. So sometimes it's motion graphics, sometimes it's interactions, sometimes it's multiple choice, sometimes it's creating 3D environments or video games for different clients. And then by night, I help with groups like this. I actually work with a local game studio called Multivarious Games. I also help out with the GDEX Game Expo, which I'll talk about happening in the fall. And then I also help with COG, right? So there's a lot of different things. If you're not familiar with the area, and you do not need to be part of Columbus or Central Ohio or Midwest or whatnot to be involved. We're here to help everybody. So, and if you just kind of want a sneak peek of what it's like to make games or get into the game industry, this is a great place to go to as well. We obviously need players and people interested in, playing some of our games that we're making. So everybody is welcome. We're a pretty open family type of style group. So we're happy to kind of see anybody that wants to stop by and say hello. And if you're in the future, be sure to kind of like earmark some of our resources and definitely check out our Discord, which I'll show you here in a little bit how to get a part of that. That's a great way to kind of get in contact with us. Cool. So without further ado, I'll kind of go to our slideshows. As you know, next month coming up is, let's see if this will work. 4th of July weekend, yay! I know, it's just kind of cheesy. I just wanted to have some fun. So we are kind of stepping into summertime, just kind of want to have some fun. There's some patriotic games for you from BioShock Infinite and Helldivers 2, which actually that's something else I wanted to note. We'll kind of get into this a little bit, but tomorrow, just because of like Father's Day this month and events that we had, we're actually pushing our Let's Play series to tomorrow. From 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., one of my colleagues at COG, Caleb, is actually going to be online. He and I are going to be playing Helldivers 2, so that's the character on the right. So if you want to see a deep dive into the game design and information about that, which I'm sure is a really great cup of tea. I know there's a lot of been kind of going on between PlayStation and all that. We're going to talk a lot about like the design of the game and whatnot, but we're open to anything else. If you want to be a part of that stream, let us know in the comments. You can also email us at info@thecog.com. I'll put that in the text channel. If you want to be a part of that, let us know or contact us about any questions throughout the event. And again, this character is like from BioShock Infinite by Irrational Games and 2K, and then Helldivers 2 on the right is by Arrowhead Game Studios and Sony Interactive Entertainment. But yeah, just kind of something fun. Kind of go a little bit about our group. Again, we're the Central Ohio Game Dev Group, or COG. You can find us on, I kind of put these in here, thecog.com. We'll find all information, so I'll show that here in just a little bit. But we're a collection of game developers who want to help each other make games. We collaborate with other groups like CCD, Columbus State, OSU, and more. I always like to showcase and talk about the Cincinnati Game Dev Group and the Cleveland Game Dev Group, or Game Developers, I think that's what they're specifically called. So we have a lot of different areas, so if you're not specifically around Columbus or Central Ohio area, we're happy to connect you with other folks if you're in Ohio or if you're around somewhere else. Like we probably know them. um, the Cincinnati GameDev group is actually the IGDA chapter for Ohio. So Brandon from there is actually a really great person I can connect you with. And there's a lot of folks in Cleveland too, like Jared Huntley, who's part of the Cleveland Game Dev group, as along with Robert and a lot of other folks too. So let us know how we can help connect you. If you want to get connected to your local community, we can probably help you. um, so I want to showcase our events that we normally have. Next month is going to be another kind of more like online event. If we do change that, we'll let you know. But for right now, July has our usual 3 events. If you remember or were part of it, Abel had a chance to get involved. Our prototype and play for June was actually at Game Arena, which is an esports facility right next to the OSU campus area near the Gateway. We try to do that every 3 months. We're trying to do more in-person events, so we're still kind of working on those. But for right now, you can kind of note that that's going to be, if right now is June, then it's July, August, September will be our next prototype and play event there. So prototype and play is an event where you bring your games, whether it's digital or tabletop. And for us next month in July, July 12th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we're going to be in our Discord showcasing. Basically, you bring your work, and we will have a curated group to kind of go around and play your game. You'll talk about your game and get a chance to get some feedback, because that's kind of one of the things we're really trying to do is get feedback on the progress of our games. Plus, if you have anybody that's kind of wants to see behind the scenes of how games are made, this is a great time to do it. So definitely check that out. We have our Let's Play series. They say tentative, but that actually probably is confirmed. So Prototype and Play is going to be July 12th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Discord channel. We'll actually pop in to the Prototype and Play lobby in our Discord channel, which I'll show here in a little bit. Start there and kind of go through the different rooms. So if you're interested in presenting in July, let us know. I'll give you all the roles and details of like what you need to do. Again, you can email us at info@thecog.com, or you can ping me. My username on Discord is pretty much everywhere. It's the same thing, Wolfgamer. And I'm one of the admins of a couple different folks. Like I said, Caleb, Tony helps me out with Discord. Tom is there as well. He's part of Multivarious Games, and he helps kind of curate some Discord stuff as well and events. So we're all here to help. The second one, so I'll kind of get back to this now. Sorry, I kind of jumped the gun. The Let's Play series is the third Sunday of the month. So this is going to be July 21st right now, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So we would have had ours last weekend, I think it was, or the weekend before. But again, because of June's Father's Day, and we actually were at Origins for GDEX, we decided to push it to tomorrow. So it's not... These things can kind of shift, but right now this is actually what our current schedule is. So for July, we're not sure what we're going to present yet. We'll leave that to a TBA. So if you have ideas of what you want to showcase, just let us know. We're happy to kind of curate things. If you have a game that is finished and you want us to play it, like we've done a couple in the past, we've done like the Pedestrian and a couple other different games, let us know. But yeah, so it's a lot of good stuff. And tomorrow we'll just do a deep dive into Helldivers 2, and then in July 21st we'll do another game, and it'll be kind of fun. So if you want to be a part of those two, we're always happy to have anybody on the stream. If they want to, we'll get you set up. We basically stream via our Discord, and I use OBS to connect that to YouTube, and we just have a good time. And then the event that you see now, the GameDev Meetup, is our last Saturday of the month, so that will be July 27th. I say 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Sometimes it ends till 4. We just kind of have a casual connection afterwards. So after this event, after I do all the news and updates and gameplays and stuff, we'll go back into our Discord channel if we have time and just kind of get to know each other. So especially if you're new, try to tag along a little bit at the end. And I'd like to kind of, get to know you, get to talk about like, especially if you're new or just want to catch up, and if you're just kind of want to talk you through, we can jump into our Discord channel, and there's like a general voice channel that we kind of talk to and get to know each other and catch up. So it's a great time for that. Down here is our online information. So if you, let me see if I can kind of go through some of these. So if you go to our Meetup page, this is where we update our events month to month, always at the end of the month. So these should be updated currently right now. And you'll notice that we have our GameDev meetup right now. We have our Let's Play tomorrow. And then starts the prototype and play for July, second Friday of the month. The COGG Let's Play, which is the third Sunday of the month. And then if I look at more, so we see all. Might just take a sec. We have our GameDev meetup. So this actually will be online too, most likely. Although we have actually talked to a couple folks here and there through Origins and the Convention Center that we might start to get some in-person events. But as soon as we find those and confirm that, we'll make it pretty apparent for everybody. So we'll kind of showcase on our Twitter page or our Facebook page and all that good stuff. So if I were to go, let me see. Yep. If I go to the COGG.com, which I posted in the comment channel, you'll see all our social media links up here. So this is Meetup, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and the big one is our Discord channel. And I only say that because this is kind of like the fastest and most like organic news that we have. So I usually tell folks, if you want to keep in the know, up to date, I would definitely go there first. Let me see if I can actually get this shown on screen. Oop, maybe. All right, you guys see that okay? So this is our Discord channel. First thing I would do is you'll kind of start here in the Welcome Start Here channel. So you'll see a lot of people kind of coming in. We'll wave at you. The first thing I would do is kind of read and accept the rules. It kind of gives you all the information you need. But the really big thing is kind of like our reoccurring events and all our resources for that. So for example, if you ever wanted to present something game related, for the GameDev meetup that we have, like say for today, which we always have at the last Saturday of the month, you can find our Google form right here, right? And so this will be a great way to kind of get a little bit of your information. And then once I get those, I will contact you a couple days before the event and kind of get you all the information you need for presenting on this show. So that's a good one to look into. Sorry about that. All right. And there's a lot of other good information. You'll find our announcements here. When we stream, our videos usually show up here, although there's kind of been a little bit of a bug with these. So kind of hang tight while we try to figure out the bot that's posting these. So if you see something early, we try to catch it. Just let us know, and we'll actually go in there and keep people posted about when videos are coming up. But this is a good way, if you missed a video, to check in here for previous videos. We have a category for making games. So if you're in Unreal, Unity, Godot, or other engines, it's a great place to ask questions, or if you get stuck on something, to note there. See, I'm kind of streaming in the live channel, so just kind of ignore that, but that's kind of where I was talking about. I stream on Discord and go through OBS to YouTube. Then the main thing is just kind of looking at this community section. You can go to the assign your role here to assign yourself as a technical designer or creative. So if you're like a programmer or like a technical shader, this is a great role to have. You just have to click on the computer icon. If you're a designer, which actually really is anybody that is designing a game, so if you're like writing the rules or writing a story or whatnot, you're technically a designer. Then there's also the creative, which if you're an artist or musician, a great way to post that. I see this number going up. People are posting. Great. Nice. What this does is it allows me to like, or any like admin to kind of at you if there's like, say, if you're looking for, hey, there's a new artist role or something, or there's a programming position someplace, or we need to ask, certain groups. We'll ping you, and then that'll give us the ability to kind of get everybody like, hey, we're looking for an artist. I can kind of help get people connected that way. We're going to be making new roles with this fairly soon. I know I keep saying that, but we will for other things. But if you have ideas for that, let us know. It's things like Do you own a PlayStation? Do you do Steam or Xbox or Switch, Nintendo, that kind of thing. Or if you're like looking for work or if you want to learn about news, we'll try to add more of those things so as we periodically post things, we'll get more specific notifications. So I don't have to just like ping everybody, right? So I know that's probably, pretty difficult to do, when you're trying to find, I mean, I've got tons. You can see right here the red numbers. I got tons of channels. I know I can't get through all of them. So anyways, yeah, so feel free to look through this. There's a general channel if you just have information. We've done a lot of different information here about different content. If you have a development help question, you can definitely start in the general channel. But then if you have something very specific, like I'm trying to get through this piece of code, or if you want to ask us anything, you can ask the mods. Sometimes people have specific questions. You can add a new post and kind of add a title and text, and you can tag it whatever you want. And we'll try to get that information through. And usually you see like quite a bit of people start to ask and start commenting on their ideas of how to help you. So if you get stuck, try the Dev Help channel. And then if you have a game that you want to showcase, this is actually a great place to go to. We also have on our website, you can go to COGG Games right here, the far right side of our tabs at the top, and you can actually post your game here. I know I got one in the bucket I need to put in there, so sorry, I know I need to put that in there. But I check these every week, and then I'll post them up here. So all you have to do is even if you have an update, I know some of these have updates. Let me know and I can update the text, I can update the title and the link. That's basically what this forum will ask you. I get the email and I update it. I send it back to you and see if it looks okay. Just let me know and I can update these. But just the same regard, there's this is a great place to start too. There's actually a lot of games in here, probably more in the other one. And as they get updated, think of this as like kind of your home base. Like I know Let 'Em Cook has been here for a while, and they actually just released their game on Steam, so they update it there. So you use this as a home base. You can feel free to add your um, Discord link in here. Say if you have a server, you can do that. The big thing I would say, and I know I've seen this a lot, most everybody's usually pretty good in our community, but Discord does have bots. So just be cautious on clicking messages that are direct links. So we actually have a new rules and regulations that please don't like send directly to our COG members invitations to Discords, websites, servers, etc. If you do use a link, please use something like itch.io or GameJolt or even Steam, so that those are secure links. Sharing files like Google Drive, Dropbox, WeTransfer, etc. needs a mod approval prior to sharing. So you just have to contact one of us, right? So if you are going to share that, just let us know. And that's only because like recently we've got a lot of spam. As we grow, like that just kind of tends what happens, right? We just get a lot of folks trying to send people malicious links. So just keep that in mind. And if you have questions on that, let me know. I'm happy to help. So periodically during a game dev meetup, I'll kind of go through as many of these as I can. Some of these I will not be able to get through today, but I will try to get through as many as I can. There's Business Talk, which is a fairly new one. This one's great if you have questions about starting up or working in the game industry. If you say you have like, hey, I need some advice about like setting up an LLC, or if I'm trying to budget something, like this is a great place to post there. When we do our COGS Let's Plays, this is actually where we ask everybody about what game you want to play. This month is going to be Helldivers, but if you have ideas for next month in July, what you want to play, feel free to post here. Caleb will usually post a question to the group here, so you can kind of find some information periodically month to month about that. If you have artwork, feel free to post here. I will say you guys have made some really cool stuff. Like there's this procedural Blender table that someone was making, which was really cool. Kind of made some rounding, changed the legs, added some holes. That was kind of cool. You're making amazing artwork, like Taylor here, just recently. I think this was today. And then Magnus, excuse me, sorry, I'm totally mispronouncing that. Had a comic book that they're working on. This is awesome, by the way. I think just keep sharing some cool stuff. like the logo question designs, getting some feedback there. So if you have anything art related, just feel free to post here. There's a lot of really great stuff. Music and design, great here as well. Get us feedback, let us hear it. Great place to go there. Screenshot Saturdays is a great place to post your work in progress. I kind of probably need to change that, but because you don't have to post on Saturdays, it's just kind of a fun thing to kind of keep people showing what they're working on, especially if you don't feel like they have a finished enough project or game to put it in the Share Your Games channel. So feel free to keep posting here. We try to give feedback where we can. We love seeing what you guys are working on. Hardware is a new one, so if you have ideas for like controllers, or if you are working on a Raspberry Pi, or just have general questions about like hardware, computers and stuff, this is a great place to post. I saw something really neat about adaptable controllers on TikTok, so I posted there. Some people talking about like 3D printing stuff, so this is a great place to do there. One of my favorites is the job and collaboration channel, so we try to post jobs here. There's a recent 3D modeler and texture role that I saw. Maybe not games, but game adjacent. We try to keep it game specific as where we can, but if it's close enough, like we're not trying to nix anybody. But if you have game job relations, or if you are a person looking for a job, post your information here. If you're an artist or programmer, maybe your LinkedIn resume or something like that, portfolio. This is a great place to post there, as well as like any other opportunities if you're offering a job or whatnot. Shameless plugs is great for pretty much anything else. If you got news or a podcast or something like that, anything really, try to keep it again game related if you can, but most everything else you can post here, right? Random is exactly what it sounds like, super random. Resources and another one that Tony, is posting periodically, as well as some of our members. If you want to post anything that's game related, that you want to post a resource, like I saw this tutorial was great. You can add a new post just like you can for the game share section, and show like any information you want that you think somebody else in our community might find useful. External events is for like our in-person events. So like recently, which we didn't really have anything to post necessarily, but Origins would have been a great place if you're at GDC or PAX or something like that. Some of the other events coming up, this is a great place to post it. So if you're like on site and you want to talk to someone while at an event, this might be a great place to post. Or if you have questions about things like GDEX, whatnot, this is a great place to ask some of those questions. Game Jam shares. So Game Jams are a game creation event. There's a lot of them that pop up from time to time. I highly recommend trying these out. You usually try to post something locally, but also anything that pops up that you think is cool, feel free to add there. Game Time is a great place if you want to make some or want to play some games with other people. You can coordinate this as you like. I'm trying to find a way to coordinate these with our group periodically. So if you have ideas on that, let me know. I know I think David was looking to play some games here and there, but happy to do that too. And then there's pets. So if you guys have pets, we always like pets. But anyways, and then the only last thing I'll note is our prototype and play category. We do this in July. I said July 12th. What we'll do is we'll start in the prototype and play lobby right here, and we will also have this voice channel that we'll ask people to go to as well. And as we go through, we'll go through room to room. So Arcana Outcast was one of them we had for June, and Walking Stick Game was another one, and we kind of go through the rooms. So you'll kind of see it. Like I've got one person in this room. You'll see us. You'll see a bunch of people in the rooms. Just feel free to pop in periodically throughout the night. That again will be July 12th, right in our Discord channel here, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be kind of going from room to room. Come and go as you please, and then let us know if you want to present. Like we have, this was, I forget his name. They were presenting Arcane Outcasts, and they were showcasing their game. And so when I knew that they were presenting for that month, I just assigned their role so that they have the ability to use the voice channel as they need to and all that good stuff. And then we'll actually make rooms for you as we go. So, cool. All right. So I know it's a lot of information. Kind of go back to our slideshow. let me know if you want to stop me and I'll kind of go through anything else. But that's our events for July. That's a little bit about our Discord. And just kind of a little bit more about ourselves. A little bit more repeat, but we have over 2,200 members on Meetup, 700 members on our growing Discord channel. Some more of our information that I kind of went over. The big thing, the events coming up is definitely check out our Meetup page that I posted in the comments channel. But the two ones coming up relatively soon is MatsuryCon, which is actually an anime convention happening August 30th through the September 1st, which is coming sooner than you think. The reason why I post that is we're working with them to try to get a GDEX, which is our gaming expo in the Midwest. It's a GDEX side quest. So if you were actually at COGG, which was our retro gaming convention a couple weeks ago or a month ago, basically it's a great way to showcase your games to the public. We work to make that free. If you are selling something, then there's a table cost to that, say if you're an artist, but it's relatively inexpensive. We have a really great time. It's a great way to kind of showcase your game and kind of get ready for events like GDEX or any other gaming events. So if you want a low cost, great way to kind of get some exposure, we try to do kind of a curated event. We'll let you know when that forum is posted. I know Chris with GDEX and Multivarious Games is working with MatsuryCon to get that up and running. And we'll send that out as soon as possible. I think we're trying to do something this week, next week. I know holidays can mix things up, but we'll let you know. And it's the same thing with the Cleveland Gaming Classic happening September 20th through the 22nd. We're trying to do another side quest, but in general, obviously, Cleveland Gaming Classics is a great game convention you should go to as well. I'll kind of show those two. So that's MatsuryCon. Definitely check them out. Again, they're a anime convention, but they tend to have video games there as well. And then Cleveland Gaming Classics, which is coming up soon after that, is another great convention to go to. So, cool. And yeah, I just kind of want to do another shout out to Origins. We had a great time there with GDEX. Had a lot of fun. This is a tabletop game at the convention center. And if you were there this weekend, or if you know the Greater Columbus Convention Center, that's actually where GDEX will be this year. GDEX will be in the fall. So if you go to the gdex.com, we're actually going to be there the 24th to the 27th. Definitely check that out. And if you have time, we actually still have some discounts on tickets. So if you type in GDEX Loves Origins, so GDEX Loves Origins, that's the discount code till the end of this month. So you have today and tomorrow, and you'll get a little bit of a discount to our ticket prices. So if you were to go to your ticket page, we have information about all our different passes. It ranges from like $15 up to a whole weekend pass. We also announced, if you go to the front page at the very bottom, at least it should be. Did we move it? We're always updating this web page, so here we go. We have hotel accommodations. So I know a lot of you are asking for that. We've been working with them, trying to get this all figured out. So sorry for the delay. The hotel accommodations are there at the bottom. So definitely check that out. If you need a hotel to kind of stay, this is a great part to go to. Eventually we'll put this in the experiences section like we normally do, but definitely check that out if you need hotels. We do know that the prices are a little bit higher this year. We're trying our best to provide you the cheapest offer if possible. It's definitely cheaper than getting it right out, but there just happens to be a lot more going on that weekend. So definitely check that out if it works out. Please let us know if you have any questions. You can always email at info@thegdex.com if you have questions, or you can always contact the contact form right here. I'll take you to this page. Well, should take you there. I might actually have to look that up. Just email us at info@thegdex.com and we'll get back with you. It'll kind of do the same thing with the forum. So, anyways, good stuff there. So that's our events. And then the next thing is our show today. All right, so we've done some COGG news, talked about local events. I'm going to go over the COGG games. We don't really have presenters this month, but I kind of want to go back to our previous one and talk about a new. Um, there's a lot of like opportunities coming up. I think the big thing is the like like we like to call it the elephant in the room, right? Games have had a pretty big hit. Game studios have had a pretty big hit the last like this year and last year, right? Um, that's just kind of the state that we're kind of in right now. Like, we know that, Microsoft has laid off a couple studios. Um, there's a couple like other studios like Riot Games that kind of laid off. It's kind of is what it is. It's not a great thing. I mean, we talk about it a lot. I don't want to kind of harp on some negativity, but I think the nice thing about it, is that there's some opportunities popping up to kind of help you guys out, right? And I think that the indie space, which a lot of you are kind of dabbling into, right, is getting some support. So I'm going to show you a couple of these resources today. Maybe they can be helpful. But as we start to find these resources, we'll try to send them to you as soon as possible. Okay, so let me kind of jump out of here and show you a couple resources that if you're looking to make a game and you need some support, here's some ways to do that. So new as of this week, we had Matt kind of post in our Discord channel this new opportunity called Ludar. I think it's Ludar, right? It's a great way to kind of go in. How did I phrase it? An indie game support service where players subscribe to the games that supports the actual developers themselves, right? So if you're interested in something like that, they actually just kicked. Oh, sorry, this was a GDEX poster. Yeah, it was us at Origins, so that was fun. Anyways, definitely go to devpower.com if you want to learn more about Ludar. I'm actually going to work to try to see if I can get an interview with Matt to talk more about this, but definitely check it out. They just kind of kickstarted this right now. But essentially, if you want your game up on the store and you want some support, it's basically you put your game up there and players will go in and do a subscription to play your games and help support you as you develop, right? So definitely check them out. And I would say if you have more information, go to the contact us page and you can contact Matt there and he can tell you more about it, right? So I'll try to get more information there. Just as well, I'm going to actually play a game, but as we mentioned, there's Matter Games, which is kind of like a Jackbox-like online store where you can post your Unity games. They encourage you to have multiplayer games, but it's a great way where if you want to upload your game and you want people to play via their phone, I'll show you what this looks like because I actually tested this out today. This will be a great way to kind of get your game out there to another store. So definitely check out Matter Games. I'll do a demo of that today. And if you want to learn more about Ludar, I know I'm kind of jumping back and forth, definitely check out their announcement. They will give you more information there. And you can always find information locally via the sandbox space. So this is actually a great opportunity to kind of learn more about what's happening around the Central Ohio area. So if you want to learn more about GameDev in Central Ohio, there's a sandbox.space is for game development professionals. They do an event actually on the GDEX Twitter page or Twitch page every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time where they do kind of like a one-on-one fireside chat. So if you want to learn more or even be part of that show, we had Yua, who's from a local design agency, who's actually helped us record events through our GDEX Expo. We've had a lot of different, so if you kind of like look at the different videos, we've had other different game development professionals. I guess I don't see the other ones. I'm not as good about this. Oh, yeah, you'll have to look up on the GDEX YouTube page. But anyways, definitely check them out Wednesdays at 10 a.m. They have really good chats if you got nothing else going on. And now for the big things. So if you haven't heard, Global Game Jam, which is a game jam we actually participate at the beginning of the year, the International Game Development Creation event, where it's all online. It's also in person, so it's both. And they announced that they're doing a Global Game Jam Indie Support Studio program. So you can kind of read more about it. There's basically this link down here if you want to fill in their Google forum. But they're basically using this as a way to support local indie studios. So they'll get like a short description of in a logo via Global Game Jam Indie Studio page that links to the studio company or site. Opportunities for inclusion in Global Game Jam news and stories via the website, newsletter, social media promotion, access to Global Game Jam Studio Discord channel to connect and network, inclusive indie support deals from sponsors throughout the course of the year. Right. So if you're interested in this, it does require a small level of financial support for Global Game Jam, but it is committed to providing options to support at all levels. So if you are interested in this, definitely check them out. You support Global Game Jam as well as they will support you. It's a great way to kind of get involved in the game industry and kind of get your name out there. So if you're looking for exposure, Global Game Jam is again an international support because they kick off these events every year, and a lot of really great ways to kind of get involved. Another one, if you're actually in VR, Oculus and Meta are doing, well, I say Oculus, really Meta, I don't know. There's an Oculus Publishing Ignition, so it's a new multi-million-dollar rapid prototyping fund. So I'll post that in here. So if you're making a VR game, they are looking for, to my understanding, because I was actually part of the VR Columbus group, that they had an event this week. I think they're looking for kind of more of like a video game. Obviously, they have video game opportunities, but they're also looking for people who are doing kind of more of like not games, but more like software-based opportunities as well. So if you're interested, you can check this out. Application period is until September 1st, 2024. You can learn more about that. And then they'll actually do approval on October 1st. So definitely check that out if you're doing VR. It's a great opportunity there. And yeah, one other news. We talked about this in our Discord channel. Adobe had another kick on their terms of service, right? I say another one, but I'm not talking about anything new. But essentially, a lot of people were reading through their terms of service, were afraid of like the implications of the new terms of service, kind of like what happened with Unity. I'm not gonna voice like whether it was good or bad. You can kind of see our notes in the Discord channel. But in general, a lot of people are kind of jumping ship because they weren't excited about what happened about the terms of service. I think there was a miscommunication. Also, there's a lot of information that people discovered as they kind of went through. But definitely check it out. To kind of get more clarification, you can read it from the horse's mouth, so to speak, to kind of get more information about it. People were afraid that they're using cloud-based data for artificial intelligence for their artwork. So is that something you're concerned about? Definitely read the terms of service to get better clarification, and they will find more information there. A lot of people are trying to find different ways, like Affinity, which is another image and publishing software that you can use. They took advantage of the situation in this sense and are offering a 50% off. So if that's something that's affordable to you, it's a kind of one deal, one purchase thing. Just kind of shows that people are kind of being more wary about terms of service, right? It's kind of like the years of terms of service. I think this is what represents people reading more into those legal documents. If you are interested in learning more, there's a ton of different other programs you can use. So if you use Photoshop, here's alternatives. If you're using Illustrator, here's alternatives. Flash, InDesign, After Effects, all these other ones. So definitely you can take a look at those, and if you want to talk about them, chat in the chat channel if you want, but definitely chat in our Discord channel if you want to talk more. We're pretty open. We want people to kind of share information and see what that entails. All right, I think I blabbered on enough. We're kind of getting towards the tail end, and I want to showcase some games. So if you guys are all ready, let's go ahead and show some video games, right? So let me go ahead and get that started. First up, I'm kind of going in no particular order. I kind of, again, went through the Discord channel and am grabbing stuff from there to kind of post games that you worked on. So you never know. Maybe some of your games will get posted in our GameDev meetup, so definitely post in there. It's a great way for us to kind of showcase some things early. So I'm going to kind of go through some of that as well. So the first one, got to go back to that, is our, let me see, our Matter Games, right? So Matter Games is an online kind of Jackbox-like portal where you can sign up and upload your, it has to be a Unity game, but you upload your Unity game, they will walk you through the process of how to integrate this tool in your Unity game so you can be uploaded to the site and then be allowed to kind of integrate your game through the website itself. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, the best I can, is showcase to you a couple of these games and what I'm going to be using. So if you go to, let me see. If you go to your store, it can be Android, it can be iOS, and you go to, you look up Matter. So if I were to like go through this, I'll kind of walk you through the process. So this is a free game that you can go to. So if I go to Matter, like the home page, you can go to the store and you'll see a bunch of different games up there. And one of the free ones, so there's a couple free ones up here. I'm going to do Pellet Dash first because that's not multiplayer, so I can actually play that myself. But all you have to do is, you can add it to your library, and that's where you go into, so if I go into my account, by clicking on my name, and then I go to console, it'll take you through matter.app, and then it'll give you kind of like a room code, right? And what that does, I'll kind of show you. If I don't know if I can do this or not. This one. You notice on my phone, I've actually am asked, just kind of like with Jackbox, is asking for a room code name. So if I type in the room code, and I'll switch back to, whoops. You'll notice sorry guys. Sorry, I didn't realize my headset turned off. Thanks for calling that out, Turret Views and Reviews. All right. So as I'm kind of going through, if you go to your Android or iOS and you type in Matter Controller, you'll get an app just like this, right? And then when you go to your Matter.app, you'll have to sign in and sign up. You can use your own email or you can use a Gmail account or whatever. I'm using my own Hotmail account or whatever. And you'll connect the two. You'll type in the room code, and then right now I can use this like a little controller. I can hit the triangle button to start. So let me go ahead and switch back over. Make sure I can hear me. Okay, good. Oops, wrong one. Sorry, I'm switching through my OBS. Alright, you guys see that okay? Alright, so now I can use my controller. You see I'm actually moving around. I'm using that through my phone, right? So now I can pick whichever game I want. And then I'll just kind of, again, like I'm going to try this Pellet Dash game. Hit the triangle to play. I'm playing the game right in my browser. And then if anybody else wants to join, there's a room code up there. Let's see if I can, guys, get that audio in there. There we go. Maybe I'll turn it down a bit so you can hear me. Alright. Cool. So, if I hit circle, I can start. And I can control my little not Pac-Man guy. So it's just music, there's no sound effects, but you kind of get the idea, right? So it's kind of neat. And then if anybody wanted to play, they would download the app, and at the top right corner they would join. So from what I heard, it's a pretty easy setup. And then if I ever want to quit, I'll hit the home button, exit game, and then I can go to tanks. So if I go to tanks, another Unity game. Look how quick that was. Now I can't play this because I need another person, but you'll see I can actually move the tank around. I can boost, right? I don't have the ability to shoot yet, I haven't played, but you kind of get the idea, right? So if you guys are interested in showcasing this or trying this out, to my understanding, it's not a cost to developers, and you can kind of put your game up there. So pretty cool thing, right? So let me know if you're interested in that. I can give you more information. I can get you connected with Easton, who was on our show last month. Learn more about this, but just something kind of fun to do. We'll go back home. Oop, wrong one. Blip, blip. There we go. Cool. All right. So again, that was Matter Games. Check that out. Have a lot of fun. And we'll go on to our next one. So let me see. All right. Next thing I saw is somebody was showcasing their game Margin of the Strange. They actually had a posting in one of our channels. They're showcasing their UI. So they did update with the dialogue system. And if you like this game, they actually have a lot of information on their website. I'll post in there. It's a cute little game. Not sure what it's about yet. It's still in development. But if you want to learn more about it, I would go to their website. So again, that's Margin of the Strange. So it's a gardening-themed mysterious mystery exploration game about the world of human dreams. If you play as Ling, a young man experiencing the phenomenon of dreaming for seemingly the first time, he discovers that the dream world is actually a type of ecosystem, a sprawling, crystalline, alien dimension dedicated by strange physical laws. Over the course of 6 weeks, Ling seeks to find out more about the world in order to unravel the mysteries surrounding his own life and his own death. So definitely check them out. Looks like a lot of fun. Looks really beautiful. And yeah, you can join their mailing list. Excuse me. And they also have a oh, I haven't done that yet. Add to my wish list. So they also have a Steam page if you want to learn more about that game. It should be released hopefully soon. But yeah. Next up, you may have remembered this. Let 'em Cook. They're actually live now on early access on Steam. So we actually did a couple of different showcases with them. Lots of updates. So they released it on June 19th. They're actually part of the Steam Next showcase. So that was really exciting. And if you want to see more, definitely, it's like under $5. They actually have a deal going on right now for the introductory offer. You can download the demo and play it, and then be part of the actual game when it comes out. So yeah, if I wanted to play that, See if I can showcase. See if I can play that a bit. You guys see that okay? Hear it okay? Well, there's nothing to hear yet. I'm getting some audio. Alright, so this is Let 'Em Cook. So it's kind of like Vampire Survivors, but obviously very different. So you can go in here, so lots of different settings, controls. There's your cookbook. So as you go through, you can collect these different things. I haven't played this, so there's nothing there to collect yet. As you fight different enemies, you'll get that cookbook updated. So when you play, you can switch your characters out. That's your class. You can pick your weapons. So if I like the cheese grater. You can do easy. I can go back if I want to. Alright, that's kind of neat. I can just go in here. Let me see if I can go back. Pick a different. I want to pick a different character. So I like this guy. He's a butcher. 10% attack range for every cleaver in inventory. So I need a cleaver. Let's do easy. And we'll do the kitchen. So again, this is the demo. You can find in the kitchen, and you must survive the food onslaught. Okay, cool. Let's cook. So I'll do this with just a quick bit, because I've got some other games to go through too. I know you guys have seen this a little bit. So WASD to move. We'll do spacebar to dodge. And dodge through projectiles. Cool. Alright. Collect experience for money and for leveling up. In waves, reach the center. Okay, cool. Remain at the end of the wave, less money and experience. So this will show up at the end of each wave. Press any button to continue. So now, let's see if I can get another cleaver. I guess that's all I can get. Alright. So if I hold down, I can buy it. I can hire on more people. Ooh, I don't remember this. What do we want to do? Meat damage. They're all kind of the same. Okay, so let's do that one. Your assistant unlock more slots for you. Press any button to continue. Select to edit an inventory. You can swap, combine, and refund. Okay. Whoa. I don't know if I can. Uh-oh. Yeah, I might have to. I don't know if I can. There we go. Oh, I just have to hit. Gotcha. Combine lets you combine two of the same weapons that are the same in their rarity color and rarity. Okay, swap lets you shift weapons in your inventory or move them to the empty slot. Select swap. Cool. So I can swap with this guy, so he has cleaver. Swapping can trigger assistant abilities. You should swap often. Select this when you're ready to proceed. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I'm good. So now I got a little. Your body is the hitbox. Oh, okay. All right. So now I've got someone helping me. So equip meat weapon. Haha. Alright. So they had different enemy types. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Whoa! I'm collecting the experience points. Alright. So that's the first wave. Let's do... Let's do the corkscrew. Then I'll hire on someone. Can I hire on someone? Oh. Mimic. Mixed copy of your weapons, but those weapons are only 1 star. Oh, okay. I'll work for cheap. I do veggies, but I had a lot of meats. Okay. Green. Let's do cheap. Alright. And then we'll swap so that they have a weapon. Can I get any more? Alright. And then we'll make sure they have it, because I need a cleaver. I think they're really good with that. Alright, we'll do this. Ooh. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I'm not really hitting anything, I'm just getting close to these guys, and they're automatically attacking. Alright, so updates. Upgrades. Carnivorous. Do more damage to meats or thrown weapons. Throw weapons and bullets pierces an additional... I don't have any throws yet, so I'm going to do meats. Ah, that's the cleaver. That's what I want. Okay. Can I hire someone else? Oh, yeah. Meat damage! Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, yeah, I don't have enough. I guess next wave. That's fine. Oh. Looks like I may have gotten stuck outside. Yeah, I may have gotten stuck outside. Uh-oh. I can only... If I move down, I can move right, but that's about it. Move faster. Yeah, I don't have... I need to hire an assistant first. Do I have enough? I do. I want to get that. Yeah. Alright. So now if I go back to weapon shop... Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Okay. Well, let's do... For now. That way they have something. Alright. Not that I think I needed to do that. Uh-oh. I think this might be the end, because I don't know if I can move outside. I can still attack. They just all have to come near me. But I can't move anywhere. Uh-oh. I might die. I think that's it. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Well, that's a demonstration. See, it's still in the demo early access, so you kind of get that from time to time, but let's let them cook. Definitely try it out. A lot of fun. Then the next game is we have a cult game. So I'm going to have the video kind of speak to itself because it's still in development, right? We've had this up for a while, as you may have noticed on our website. We've had cult game up there, brought to you by Bushphalis Studios. I've been totally mispronouncing that, I'm sure. But another game, it's a cult game, is a retro strategy role-playing game where you create and lead your very own cult. Cult game takes place in a unique, procedurally generated fantasy world where a host of factions struggle for power. So I'm going to let them talk more about it. Boop.
All right here.
So.
Hi everyone, my name's Jeff Stevens, and today I have a devlog video for you where we're going to be showing off some of the new ASCII art graphics in Cult Game. Very exciting stuff, so let's get right into it. So when you begin Cult Game, you'll notice that the UI consists of rectangular windows arranged vertically here. All right here. On the title screen, the window displaying the title, which right here, this window, we're going to be calling the art window. And any relevant illustrations to anything that's going on in the game are going to appear in this window. For example, when we start a new game, we'll see what happens we get a little illustration of a desk and a world, because we're going to be creating a world. And we see the hourglass showing that we can flip it up and start a new world, and the time will pass. So this is a brilliant Vanitas style piece from Little Bit Space, a text mode artist whose specialty is doing darker gothic or occult style pieces. I am proud to announce that Little Bit Space is going to be collaborating with us on this project and doing quite a bit of artwork. The rest of the pieces I'm going to be showing you today are made by Little Bit Space as well. As for this piece, I believe it provides a great primer for creating your own world with occult context. I really love how you can see all of the objects on the desk here that are so clearly defined. It's hard to get that quite right with ASCII art, and I think the artist did a great job. Now I'm going to fast forward to the character creation part of the game and show you some more of the artwork we have ready today. So now we have some artwork you're going to see when you're selecting your character's background. This lets you choose the origin story of your cult leader, and will determine your starting stats. If you select the Defector Cleric option right here, we see a broken holy symbol. As a Defector Cleric, you leave your own church to start your own, and the broken holy symbol is a symbol of you breaking off your relationship with your previous god. And I think it's done really well here. The texture of the symbol and the necklace, I just really like it. I wonder what it looks like if you put it back together. Okay. So, for players who select the Occult Scholar, we see a Scholar's Tome of Forbidden Knowledge that they begin the game with. It holds the meaning of life and other cool things. Potentially the Krabby Patty secret formula. Yes. So, the detail on the binding looks great, and I love the eyeball on the cover, so I think this was done really well. The con artist background is a neat image of playing cards and dice that the con artist has used in their life of betting and manipulation. I'm surprised how much detail Little Bit Space was able to fit into such a small character space, but I can tell that I'm clearly looking at a jack right now it's holding the swords, it's got the dice, it's all done very well. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else Little Bit Space can do for us. So the last part the last piece of art I'd like to show you today is this little bottle of moonshine for the lunatic, which is a clear implement in their designs and their plans. The lunatic is for people who are a little bit crazy. The artwork is cartoony, it's funny, it maintains a lot of quality just like the other pieces. So yet again, this is some of the artwork for Cult Game, and that's all I have to show you today. I'm excited to give you a look at what Cult Game is visually shaping into. If you liked the art today, please consider visiting the artist's Little Bit Space social media accounts or website to see more of their work. Show them some love. I'm going to be linking this information in the description. As for other updates other than visual ones right now, we're in the thick of creating a procedurally generated history for the worlds of Cult Game. Sort of like how you might see in Dwarf Fortress. This means that every world you create is going to have its own unique history, characters, factions, locations, and items. It's a lot of work, but it's going to be really cool. I'm writing the code to procedurally generate all of these things right now, with my toes, as a matter of fact. There's a lot of work that needs done. It's going to be a big video or a couple small videos that's going to come out eventually, and it'll show you how all of this is going to look like. After that, the next task is gameplay programming and gameplay UI. That's going to be exciting to show off, for sure. In the meantime, though, thank you very much for being patient with me. Making games is very hard, and I'm glad to have a skilled artist like Little Bit Space to help me out. I'll be signing off for now, but I'll be back soon to show you more. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have a comment for this video, or just have a question, or want to talk about Cult Game or anything, I would love to chat with you in the comments. So please drop one there. And if you would want to join the Cult Game cult, if we like the sound of that, hit the subscribe button, and you're going to be seeing more videos like this one pop up probably at least once a month in your subscription box. But yes, thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye for me.
All right. So that was Cult Game. Definitely reach out if you have any questions via their Itch.io page. Or you can check out their YouTube like he explained. And we'll give you more updates as that comes into fruition. Again, it's still in development, so there's nothing to play yet. But they're going to do some dev logs and a lot of good updates. And then once we get a playable build, we'll get into everybody's hands to play. All right. Next up. Oh, and there's their link tree, if you want more. All right. Next up, we have via David Dev. We've actually done a couple games in our community, which is great. They're working on a new game called Green Alien Hunter. So this is donationware. So if you guys, like the game, you just want to support the obviously any of our games, there's ways to support. But this one through itch.io, if you want to support, you can, give them a little bit of a kickback. So they prefer to play the game for free and decide whether or not you deserve a donation before or after you play it. But this game is a collaboration between David Dev and Mike D and Xander W as part of a game jam. They had a month to make a game, and this was a light gun style game, and this is what they came up with. So I wonder if they actually have. Yeah, if we find out later what game jam this was. I think you probably posted in our Discord channel, but just kind of want to do a little bit. Some of these screenshots are kind of neat. They've been kind of working on the music and kind of posting their progress. But hey, you can play this. So if you guys want to play this later, right now or later today, feel free to do so, and I will show you a little bit of what it looks like. Let me get that up and running. Full screen that. All right. This is Green Alien Hunter. So I haven't played this at all, as you can tell. But I'm gonna go through the credits first. Oh, I love the credits. I think you did this last time. You kind of like involved. I know it kind of a little bit of a cut off. Let me see if I can. Anyways, we're going to go save and quit, and we're going to go back to the first one. So type your name, sure, my gamma name. See if I can, maybe it's just no letters? What I get for testing but not actually playing. Yeah, let's see if I can restart. It also looks like this game was made in Godot. So it's something I've seen a lot of our yeah, there we go. I just had to restart. Probably because I saved the credits without actually having a game save. I probably had an issue for that. So cool. All right. So current level is tutorial score is 00000. So skip tutorial. Nah. We're gonna do the tutorial. If you already know how to play the game, feel free to skip the tutorial. We are not. Click to fire. Cool. These boxes contain ammo for special weapons. Fire to open. Nice. Machine gun. Looks like I have some kind of press 2 on your keyboard. Put this down a little bit so you guys can hear me. Press 2 on the keyboard or click here to select the machine gun. If you run out of ammo, click the infinite one. Oh, each type does. Sorry, I didn't read that all. Each type does the same damage, but each behaves specifically. For instance, the machine gun lets you keep firing when you hold down the mouse. Ah, okay. Cool. So if I hit, so I can select up here, or if I hold down, I got the machine gun. Looks like I only have a limited amount of that. I don't have this yet. I don't have this yet. So we're gonna do this for now. Press F or click. So it sounds like the other thing too. So 1 and 2 changes your weapons. 1, 2, 3, and 4. F will or click force field to activate force field. So is that? Oh, that's this. Oh, that's cool. I guess that's our force field. F or click this. Neat. Alright. Easy peasy, huh? Let's do this. Okay. So, let's actually bring our machine gun, see how far I can go with that. So there's a force field. I'm not sure where the force field comes into play yet. I got my cat on my desk right now, of course. Right when I need to see stuff. That's fine. I'll have to show you if he stays on here. I'll show you my cat. He likes to play games, work with me, especially when I'm like on a call. It's just his thing to do. His name's Merlin. I have 3 cats. He's the one that hangs out with me mostly. Alright, level complete. Oh, was I supposed to shoot? I guess it's +5. I guess you shoot the aliens. Ah, okay. Well. Wait for another one. I love the animations. And the music's great too. This feels like definitely like a rail shooter slash Castlevania, like with the weird music and like interesting enemy types. I love the alien. It's so funny the way he like dramatically falls back. Alright. I haven't had to protect myself quite yet. But I'm sure there will be a moment. Yeah, animations in the bat are kind of neat too. Yeah, nice. Kinda wanna like shoot them with the music, like. Alright. So it's a new one with a different background. Oh, I think that was a harder bat. I'm gonna switch it to a machine gun. Oh, what's this one? This is like a laser? Oh. So I guess it does it in a cross, right? So I guess the aliens do shoot. I haven't seen them hit me quite yet, but there's my health up there. Ah, 2 for 1. Now let's see what 4 does. Oh, 4 is a huge explosion. Oh, now it's speeding up. Man, this this music goes hard, man. Alright, let's do laser. I like the variations in the weapons. Oh wow. It's really good to have this blast. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That and now it's getting heavy. I really need to use my force field more often. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this might be the end. Yeah, now that I got my force field. Man, it went from like, oh, this is not so bad, to like super chaotic. I get some big Newgrounds flash vibes. Yeah, this definitely feels like Newgrounds. Oh my gosh. How powerful is it? Am I like... There we go, there we go, there. I was like, man, I think I'm gonna be here forever. Ooh. Cool. I want to get some more of those like fire blasts. Kind of like saving. Well, I got tons of machine gun. Let's just use that. Oh, I accidentally moved my... Ha! Sorry. I moved my OBS because it was on a different screen. Sorry about that, guys. Well, I clicked off the screen for a sec. Alright. I'm gonna call it for now, just to kind of give you guys an idea. But yeah, if you like this, try it out. Looks like I got a file name. That was Green Alien Hunter, based off of a game jam, right? And again, game jams are a great way to kind of, even if you don't have game development experience, you can go on like, you know, itch.io, and if you go to their homepage, there's a jam site, and so if you want to be part of a jam, there's tons going on all the time. So we actually do one for GDEX about 2 weeks before the expo, so we'll kind of give information about that. But you'll notice, hey, there's tons going on. You know, some of them have, yeah, like 15 people. Some of them have thousands of people, like 1,000, 300. Pick one, find one that you like, share with folks in COGG, and maybe we can get people to play with you or make a game with you. Again, a lot of these you don't really have to have game development experience. It is encouraged, but like, I mean, I wouldn't even say it's not encouraged. You know, you can kind of go in and be a part of it, just like learn how to make music or learn how to make sprites and program and whatever. It's actually not that. I mean, it's making a full-fledged game is hard, but like making a game in a weekend, just kind of a prototype, is not super demanding as much as finishing a game, right? It's like, I think you can always make something pretty quick and see if you like it. So, yeah, check it out. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, I think that's mostly it. Let me kind of bring up our channels. See if there's anything else I missed. So if I go to our share your games. Yep, that was it. So that's our games for the month. Definitely check out more. There's obviously a lot more to play and try out. There's I think we played this last time, but Mole Maiden, Arcana Outcasts was one I talked about for prototype and play. Hyperspace, Rift Drift. There's Sisson Bros, Cyborg Siblings. They're actually at the COGG Games Expo. So this is a really great game that's been working over a couple years. There's a Weekend Space Command. I don't know if we played that one. I don't know if I saw that one. Fairy Tale Holland. A lot of really good ones. I played Nuclear Lizard last time. Quick Punch. Tony is actually working on that, one of our admins. So yeah, definitely check us out. There's a lot of good games to play. There's games that we've cataloged for a long time. Actually, another great thing is Stitched Together has actually got a publisher. I wonder if I can go with the link there. No, they didn't. Let me see if I can find them real quick. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I get clicky. But they actually did a really cool announcement recently. This is their second game they worked on, but they just got published, or got a publisher helping them. So let me see if I can find their Discord channel. Here we go. Techo Games. So Techo Studios. They just had an update. Said that they will be published by Page to Pixel. They'll be handling the marketing and distribution for Stitch Together, which means you can focus on making the best game possible. So, congratulations, guys! This is a really big, awesome, surprise for us to kind of see something, you know, help to support finishing your game. Because I think that's a big thing to think about. Oh, I'm not even showing it. This is Pixel Page Publishing. There you go. So yeah, it's great to see you guys are going from your first game to this next game, and getting publishers out there. So it's really cool to get that up and running. So definitely check them out. They're in our Discord channel, or you can pop in there. I wonder if I could share. Well, I guess you go to Techo Studios. That'll work. You can play on Steam. I wonder if I have that. Well, you can at least wishlist. I don't know if they have a game yet. But at the very least, go to their website and check them out. Really cool group. Really great games. And it's looking really neat. Like, it kind of reminds me of like Papa the Rappa meets like I don't know, Toe Jam and Earl or something. So it's really cool. All right. I think that's going to call it for today, unless I missed something. All right. Yeah, I think that'll be it for today. So I would say if you're interested in joining us after the call, I'm going to probably take a quick washroom break. And we're going to jump into the Discord channel. So if you're new here, we highly encourage you popping by, even if you just have like maybe 5 minutes or a minute, 30 seconds, whatever it is, to get to know each other. I know some of you might be new, so say hello in the chat. We'd be happy to kind of just get to know each other. So check out this Discord link, and let me go ahead and get you guys and gals and everybody in between a link to our channel that we're going to be popping into. So our main one is always, you can find it in our rules and README channel. So if I were to show you that, the rules and README, you can find this link right here at the bottom. You can join our Discord, and we're actually going to be popping in our voice channels in the general channel. So if I copy this link, maybe it won't let me because I'm streaming. Probably. Here, let me switch back over. See if it lets me. Oh, I see someone there. All right. Once you join us, you can get into that Discord channel. But just look for the general channel, and you should find us. So we're gonna pop in there just in a couple minutes. I can't. If I go over here, then you'll start hearing everybody's voice. So we'll do that, and I don't know if they're muted or not. I might work on that. But yeah, we'll jump in there, have a lot of fun, and then if nothing else, I want to wish everybody a great 4th of July week next week, because I know we won't have anything until the week after for prototype and play. So again, that's going to be, I'll just kind of show it one more time and then we'll cut it off. On our meetup page, our next event is going to be tomorrow for our Let's Play, June 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to have Helldivers 2 played with Caleb, Eno, and myself. If you want to be a part of that, let us know. We can hopefully quickly get that up and running for you, so you can join us in a cool gameplay, and we'll do a deep dive on the design and all about the fun stuff with Helldivers 2. Then there's Prototype and Play July 12th, so that's after the 4th of July weekend. That's going to be in our Discord channel. Our COG Let's Play, which we're going to be finding something there soon. What game we're going to be playing. That's Sunday, July 21st, 2 p.m. And then our GameDev meetup again, which will probably be online, but we'll keep you posted. That'll be July 27th from 1 p.m. till whenever. All right. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you got your game up there, we're always excited to share those. So please keep posting in our Discord channel or go to our website at thecog.com and go under games, and you can submit your games up there as well. And we'll try to showcase as many as we can. Right. So thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments in our Discord or at info@thecog.com. Outside of that, just have a great rest of your weekend. And I think one of the things we were talking about maybe doing an icebreaker for, because I always like to do an icebreaker, is what are your barbecue plans or 4th of July plans? So not super exciting, but something neat. And what are your most hardcore patriotic games you've played? America! So that's why I was kind of doing Bioshock or Helldivers 2 is also kind of comedically patriotic, right? Yeah, just have a fun rest of your weekend. Otherwise, we will catch you all at the next COG event, and have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks everybody for stopping by, and we'll catch you later.